let's begin this. Welcome to the weekly review, a new show that I'm gonna start. See if you like it. If you don't like it, I guess I'll stop. If you do like it, I'll keep going on, trudging forward with it. So yeah, welcome to the weekly review. Gonna try and do this every week, but my name isn't Shay Willis, so I'm not promising a schedule. Yeah, I'm calling him out straight away. No stopping me. Alrighty, so let's get this weekly review on the road, shall we? Cause it's that was my whiteboard. Because it's called the weekly review. How's your week been?
It's been relaxing, I suppose. I'm just on a holiday. Oh, not on a holiday. I'm on holidays at the moment, and I'm doing fuck all. So
That sounds like a pretty good way to go right now.
yes, it's very much just a relaxing time. What about you?
Well, I mean, technically I'm unemployed right now, which is, I've had an absolute shitty week. Or last
That's not good.
week and a half.
Yikes.
Yeah, it hasn't been a great week. Having to say goodbye to your family dog that you've had since you're about 6.
Yeah.
That was hard.
Yeah.
Jeez, we're already off to a flyer. We're already sad and depressing. But I'd like to move on to a story that I heard. When did I hear it? I heard it today, actually.
Oh.
So do you know have you heard of the story about the gold bus driver that crashed the bus into the bridge in Melbourne?
Yes, I have.
So I was listening on the radio, and apparently they gave him 5 years for negligent driving, and 2 year before parole or whatever it's called. I don't remember off the top of my head what it's called. So pretty much 2 years before he could see the light of day in that. But because he appealed his sentence, apparently he might be out by Christmas time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which is kind of interesting. Because
Yeah.
he used to be my bus driver, and he's a really good bloke.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a small world. I remember seeing it on the TV. I remember where I was when I saw it. I was at Sebastopol McDonald's, and I saw it on the news, and I thought to myself at the back of my mind, wouldn't that be funny if that was my bus driver? Long behold, it was my bus driver.
Yeah, I remember seeing it when it happened and thinking, and obviously just seeing the headline, it's not looking through the whole what actually happened, but just in general, I can't believe that he got locked away for it. It blew my mind because...
And 5 years as well.
It's, yeah. And, I don't like to be that guy, but considering some of the things other people do through driving, and they get off, slap wrist, it's kind of...
Have you seen me driving? That's dangerous.
Yeah, that's an experience, all right.
Old lady. Old mate with a drink. All we were doing is enjoying our chips, cheese and gravy.
She's a sly woman.
Give you my number. I'll give you my number. I'll give you my number. No, I don't want mate. Your number. It's all right, mate. Oh, God. The human race, we're a weird bunch. Ultimately, I think we failed.
Yeah. We're unique, but not in the good way.
Yeah, there's not much going for us.
Yeah,
We're screwed.
we are indeed.
We're a doomed race. Like, the way that this isn't even on the whiteboard of what I had planned. This is going off topic now, off segment.
That's what happens.
But I mean, I reckon there's a good way to combat, like climate change and pollution, and saving the turtles and all that. It's very simple, right? Eat the plastic straws, so turtles don't have to.
I mean, you're not incorrect.
See,
It's almost foolproof.
yeah, the turtles will thrive. The turtles will rule the world.
And I mean, like, you know, I saw a thing recently about, and I don't drink tea, but you know, those who do,
Yeah.
apparently when you put a tea bag in a cup of water, or you know, however you prepare it, there can actually be thousands or billions of pieces of microplastic that actually leak into the cup. So I mean, we're eating plastic anyway at this point.
Jesus. So, well, I mean,
Yeah.
everything in this world these days, I can't English. Everything is plastic these days. Like, yeah, just everything you have is literally made out of plastic. Like the fillet of fish is plastic.
Yeah. The slice of cheese, they are absolutely plastic.
Oh yeah, I mean, not good, not good.
Not good at all. Yeah,
Speaking
and,
of,
you know, we consume these things, but, you know, straws, bring them in.
bring them in. Yeah, you know. Just, yeah, eat your straws. So turtles don't have to. You might die, but I mean, at least you're saving a turtle's life.
Mhm.
You gotta think of the positives out of all this, not
Yeah.
just the negatives.
That's right.
And if that's one more turtle living, that's one more turtle living in my books.
Mm-hmm.
So that was our little turtle rant, a little off tangent, talking about eating plastic straws. Now, on my whiteboard, right, I only wrote 3 things down. It was the week review, good story, which was talking about Jack the bus driver, and this sort of next little segment I want to get onto before I just start babbling on and I'll work some shit out. I don't know. Is what's your thoughts on aliens and the Area 51 raid that happened? Or raid?
I'll go first with the raid because that's it's more simple in its answer.
Yeah.
I thought it was quite a funny event that popped up on Facebook and, you know, got the traction it did. But seeing the turnout, it was a bit disappointing, honestly. I think someone said there was like 175 people or something that turned up at one section. So I was kind of like, oh, that's a bit disappointing, but it's kind of funny that it happened anyway. So
Yeah, and then the chick that actually walked like behind the barrier. This wasn't during the raid. This was like after, and she like walked behind like the barrier. Did you see that?
I didn't.
Yeah, so pretty much like, you know how there's the front gate, they've got the boom gate with the stop sign there, and you're not allowed to go behind that because security will like crack the shit and they'll shoot you and you'll be dead. So this lady actually like went underneath the boom gate and just started walking into the desert, and like there's the security there and all that, and they're like encouraging her on, laughing at her. But apparently their reasoning behind it was because, like, to get to the main base itself from that gate was a 20-mile walk, which is what, like something like 40 Ks? Something like that. So they weren't really fussed. It was like, if she was knocking on the door of the base, then she probably wouldn't be alive, to be honest. But yeah, the raid was sort of a shitty turnout, and everyone just sort of stood around there and were like, ha ha, we're at the gate of Area 51, ha 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 ha. It wasn't that great, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I did hear though that there was no fatalities, or I think there was like a couple of arrests, but like that was it.
Which, I mean, is a good thing, because if it did have the turnout like the Facebook page was saying it would, imagine the casualties.
It'd be like no Russian, but
it wouldn't be a good day in history. It'd be a really dark day in history.
mm-hmm.
Lest we forget the 20th of September. Pretty sure it was a Friday, wasn't it? I don't know. Yeah, now what's your thoughts on aliens, and do they exist?
Did you say something? You cut out for a little bit.
I did. I said, what's your thoughts on aliens, and do they exist?
I'm open-minded. I can't say for sure, but I mean,
Ooh.
you know, I think it'd be, you know, stupid to just say, oh no, they don't exist, because I mean, you don't know. I think
Yeah.
I mean, unless something happens in the next, 100 years or something, I'll never know in my lifetime if they're real. But I mean, I think there's, the chances that we're here on Earth, there's so many other planets and galaxies, and
I was about to say the vastness of space.
there's
we
slim
can't be the
chance
only-
that there's
yeah.
no other life. Like, yeah.
Like, I don't want to feel like, hey, we're floating on a rock and we are the only life force that there is.
Mm.
It's just us and no one else, just us. Like,
Press X to doubt.
yeah, I honestly think, like, with the vastness and the, like, how complex the universe is and all of that, we can't be the only ones out here.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's just, yeah. Speaking about aliens, right?
Ooh.
Do ghosts exist?
Here's where I differ. And I'm
Ooh.
probably one of the only people I know personally that doesn't believe they exist. And I mean,
Yeah.
there is a possibility, but I can't understand the logic behind it, because
Yeah.
I mean, nobody knows what happens to us when we die, for sure. But
Yeah, exactly. Like,
mm,
unless you're
But I mean,
dead, I guess you know what
I just find it
happens when you
interesting.
die.
how so many people think that it is a thing, and like, I mean, maybe people have experiences. and
Yeah.
I can't battle that, but I've personally never had anything happen. And I've also noticed, I don't know who said it. Someone said it was like, ever since like everyone had cameras in their phones, and everyone was able to take pictures, the pictures of ghosts haven't really turned up anymore.
Yeah.
But I mean, maybe ghosts don't turn up on the photo. I don't know.
Yeah, that is true. Maybe they're scared of the new technology, They're all Victorian era, just, oh no, back in our day, we didn't have this, and they're all scared, and they don't want to come out.
Who's the Steve Jobs geezer?
What's this new iPhone 11 you're speaking of? Why does it have 3 eyes? Yeah, but...
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe old mate Ned Kelly's hanging around somewhere, just having a
did
good
you
old
say
time.
Nud Kelly?
I said Ned Kelly, but I wish I said Nud Kelly now.
Oh, let's see.
It was stranger Nud Kelly.
I'd like to think that there is, like, something else out there, but it's like, I'm sort of really on the fence about it. Like, there's a part of me that wants to believe that ghosts exist, and there's a part of me that doesn't want to believe that ghosts exist, if that makes sense. There's a part of me that's like, just that subconscious part that like my brain automatically clicks and it's just like, oh no, they're real, they exist. And then there's the more like logical part of my brain that's just like, you know. But if
Yeah. Would you consider yourself a realist when it comes to these sort of things?
I don't know. I don't know how, you know, I don't know how I feel like on the whole ghost real debate. Like, I'd like to think they are, but at the same time, it'd be pretty scary. Like, hearing stories about like the Annabelle doll and like all the stuff that happens there, that's creepy, and there's a part of me that's like, oh, that's batshit scary. Then there's the other side of it that's just like, maybe people that have taunted the doll in the past have just had extremely bad luck. Like, and it's a giant coincidence. They've taunted the doll. I've been on a motorcycle accident where I've tragically passed away. And at the same time, I did taunt the doll. It could be something manipulating, or it could just be a giant coincidence. And that negligence and not giving a care in the world.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Go figure.
Speaking about ghosts and that, and it's all the paranormal side of things, I remember, what year was it? It must have been like 2005 or 2006, I reckon. Someone came in it must have been 2006, because that's when I started primary school. Someone came into my school, an old friend of mine, and they had these photos printed out, and clearly in the background of the photo you could see like a face of some sort. A face, yeah. Like, the photo was taken, it's like two people standing next to each other, sort of shoulder to shoulder, and in between their shoulders you could see like a face in the background in the wall. But the thing is, though, it seemed way too sort of lifelike, so I don't know.
So have you had any experiences, or anyone who have like absolutely believed and like they have stories?
My mum believes that she's had some experiences. Because a little known secret, when my grandfather passed away, he got cremated, and his ashes were like split up like here, there, and everywhere. And some of his ashes is actually living near the back door of our house. Or at our old house, it was living at the back door. It was just a flower pot. It had some potting mix in it, and inside the potting mix was his ashes. Then apparently, one night, my mum woke up and she felt like this calming, soothing sort of feeling over her, and it felt like someone was like sitting down next to her and like watching over her, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It wasn't, yeah. But I mean, otherwise, I don't know anyone that's actually had any proper experiences. Do you know anyone that's had any experiences?
I think think Kira said something about her dogs which passed away. Yeah, something to do with her or her mum or something. But yeah, other than that, I think there was some like tales from people in primary school that'd be like, oh, this happened here, but I think it was
Like-
just, you know.
Primary school kids fabricating stuff just to scare the shit out of each other. Yeah.
Yes. But also, I think someone tried to tell me that because of what happened at our high school,
Oh yeah,
was-
like
there was something there.
Yeah,
that, I don't know. I was just like, yeah, whatever.
yeah,
Because I didn't even really know about that until like just before.
yeah. There was an old swimming pool and a kid drowned in it, so they had to brick it up, fill it in, brick it up.
Yeah.
Her Majesty's Theatre. Apparently, that's a pretty
Oh.
haunted place. Yeah,
Really?
apparently. I'm not sure if they still have it on display or not. Oh no, my computer just. There we go. Sorry, my computer just went to sleep. Yeah. Yeah. There's this cat named Lucky. It was the owner's cat when Her Majesty's Theatre was getting built, and it got stuck in the wall, and they bricked up the wall, so the cat suffocated and died in the wall.
Yeah, nice one, Tradies.
Yeah, good one, tradies. I can't talk. But anyway, they found the cat. They've taken it out of the wall, and it's like been preserved, mummified. There's no oxygen, like in between the gap of the wall, so it's been well preserved. And they put like the remains of the cat in like a glass case, so people could see it. Yeah. And I'm not sure if they still have it up or not. I'm pretty sure they removed it because kids were getting frightened by it. And I mean, I'd get frightened too if I saw a mummified cat.
With an ironic name.
But apparently, yeah, Lucky. But yeah, apparently people can see the cat running around.
Wow.
Wait, did you ever do the ghost tour? The Ballarat ghost tour?
I've never done it, no.
It's really good. Like, they took us down into the old section of Ballarat, like the underground section, into like an old bakery, and there was an old furnace. And apparently, some people, when they walk down there, they can smell like flour and that, as if the bakery was still operational.
Wow.
Yeah, I smell dust.
Man, I smell old ass. bloody-
I smell old ass dusty bakeries.
Yeah. No, because the ghost tour is, what am I thinking of? I know there's the ghost tour, but there's another one and I forget what it's called.
Didn't Kira do the lunatic asylum in Ararat?
Arrowdale?
Aradale, that's
Yeah.
it. I want to
Yeah.
really do that.
Yeah. Did you hear what happened with that place a couple of months ago?
Oh no, please inform me.
And nothing bad. Well, kind of. They found, like, well, they didn't. I guess they probably knew about it, but they had to shut it down for a little bit. It's back open now, anyway. But they had to shut it down for a little bit because they found lead in the paint of the
Ooh.
walls.
Well,
And,
I
you know,
mean,
it being an old building, you know, what do you expect?
Spessa was built in like the 1850s, wasn't it?
Yeah, and so yeah,
Yeah.
they had to close it down because they were worried, or
Yeah.
you know, something like that. Anyway, back over now, but that happened.
Jesus. No, I really want to actually do the Aratel mental asylum. I think it'd be a really cool experience, or J Ward,
Yeah,
because that's like across the road from it, I'm pretty sure. And you can do like the overnight stay there,
yeah.
which would be pretty cool. Like, it'd be scary as shit.
It'd be like such an experience though, because like you've just got such a
Rich history.
yeah. It's like a pristine environment of just like
Yeah.
taking yourself into this little yeah.
And apparently that's also pretty haunted as well.
Are you allowed to film there? Because that would make a good video.
Yeah, that's what I want to, that's why I want to do it, but
Yeah.
A, I don't
Yeah.
know how you book it, and B, I need to assemble a crackhead crew to go in. And if you were to sleep at J Ward, that'd be terrifying, I reckon. Because you're in an old prison and it's haunted, apparently.
Yeah. It always
So
makes me
yes.
think, like,
Yeah.
where I think, I don't know the exact location, but the old Ballarat, I think it was a mental asylum.
Yeah.
It was in Lake Gardens or something.
Still
And-
stands. The building still stands.
It does?
Yeah, so you know when you go into Lake Gardens, how there's that sort of like small shopping complex?
Kind
Like
of.
that. That brick building, and it's got like, I'm pretty sure there's like a cafe there. You know that building?
I think so.
It just seems really out of place. Like you got houses all around it, then just this one building.
Huh.
That's the old asylum.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, because they shut it in, like, what, the 90s or the 2000s? Because I
yeah,
remember,
it was the late 90s.
yeah,
pretty sure.
I remember looking at the Wikipedia for it, which, you know, reliable source, I don't know. I think there was a couple of news articles as well. But
Yeah.
apparently, like, there was, like, a guy that escaped there and then he drowned in the lake, and it just made me think, whoa. Because, like, it's not like this happened 100 years ago. This happened, like, in the 90s. And I
Yeah.
was like, that's incredible.
So stick around for the Ballarat documentary. But yeah, it's interesting. Like Ballarat's got a actually really rich history.
Yeah. So many different things. But, oh,
Ooh,
I don't know if that came through.
what do you mean by it came through?
Don't don't worry about that. I put something on my MIDI controller. This is so
Oh,
off
yeah.
topic, but and because I'm recording on my musical software,
Yeah, I'm recording
a
on
piano came
Audacity.
through.
I reckon it'd be
I'm like,
interesting.
"Oh."
Be a bit of a interesting flair to add to it.
Yeah, no, I wasn't recording it anyway. Yeah. So yeah, that is a interesting idea to, you know, document the experience of
like
something
J-Ward
like-
or Arrowdale.
yeah.
Yeah, just need to find people that are crazy enough to do it, I guess. And learn how to book it, I guess, as well.
Yeah.
Who would be crazy enough to do it, though? That's my question.
Yeah. So some people, I think, like, just genuinely afraid of anything like that.
Yeah.
But
See-
for me at least, that sort of stuff is very interesting because I just love it's the idea of abandoned places and exploring them. It's just, you know,
Yeah.
and it's not, well, it's not abandoned, but it's, you know, not in use.
It's not in use. It's got
Yeah.
a rich history. Probably not the best history.
Yeah, just think about all the people
Yeah.
that went through there
The,
and what they
how they went through.
experienced.
And yeah, it's interesting. Really interesting. And that's why I really want to go there, but I'd also be scared shitless. Because, you know, you're walking around, ooh, look at me, go bang, cold. Oh, look, there's a demon behind me that's doing bum things to me. Bad things. It's bumming me. I don't know. That sort of went off topic a little bit.
There's a ghost bombing me, mate.
There's a ghost bombing me, mate. But yeah, it'd be really interesting, I reckon.
Yeah.
I just realised we've spent a lot of time on the ghost topic. I like this.
Oh, we did. Yep. It's what happens with podcasts. You just you walk in and you're like, okay, how am I gonna have these two things last all this time? And then you look and it's gone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're having a good old chat. You're conversing about it, and yeah, it gets you thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Like how I need to go and make sure I have a job or get a new job. Still unemployed. So, I reckon I should try and get Shay Willis as a guest on this.
Now that's an idea.
It's a dangerous one.
Oh, mate, he would make promises about how he's going to be the best guest ever, and then he wouldn't turn up.
And then that'd just be me.
You know, I don't know about you, but it kind of feels like catching a celebrity for an interview.
Oh yeah.
He's so like, what's the word? He's so mysterious, very alluring in his lack of content, despite the promising. But I mean, anyway, that's a really good idea. He would have some stories about the beef. You could grill him on why. You haven't been called out yet. You've been mentioned in other call outs.
Yeah, he keeps saying he's called me out, but he only mentions. There hasn't been a definitive call out against me. It's always just been like, oh yeah, frick this dude. It's never been a definitive. Yeah, I hate him. No, not I. I don't know. I wonder if he does hate me. Because, I don't hate him. It's not like I have a burning passion in my heart that's just like, I hate you so much, get out of my life. It's more of it's fun to toy around with you. It's like a cat and a mouse. It's a cat and mouse.
I think the best part for me is how long it's gone on.
Oh yeah.
You made that call out so long ago, and like I can imagine one day you'll finally like have a real life meetup, and it's just gonna be like this amazing video.
It's gonna be the Area 51 raid. Just this awkwardness of just like.
That's where Shay's content is, by the way. It's in Area 51.
Time to go to Groom Lake, Nevada, I guess. Break in, bash them up, kill them, murder them. No, don't do that. Don't do that. If you're listening, police, please don't arrest me. It was a joke. Don't arrest me. Joke. Talking about jokes. Have you seen Joker yet?
I have not. It's on my list, and it's just from seeing the trailers, it's really anticipated movie for me because I love all the psychological, sort of criminal thing. So yeah.
There's one thing that I like about it, but I don't like about it at the same time, if that makes sense. And that's just hearing everyone, like... This isn't a spoiler, because I haven't seen the movie, and I want to go see the movie, so I'm deliberately staying away from spoilers. But, like... Everyone's saying, like, the movie leaves you thinking at the end. Saying, like, oh, what's real, what's not, or something like that. So hearing that has really intrigued me. Like, you have to... It's not a movie where you just sit down and you're like, okay, I'm going to plop this on, see what happens. It's a movie where you actually have to think about it. And I personally enjoy those sort of movies where you have to think.
Yeah, like you miss one thing.
Yeah, just go watch Murder.
Why is this happening? Yeah, so concentration. I've also seen some memes about like me like laughing. The caption's like me laughing at the Joker movie way too much, and then it's like the FBI agent behind me is like concerned. So there might be some like really questionable things. I don't know. It's DC.
Yeah.
So I don't know what their limits are in terms of violence and.
Well, I mean, it's rated MA.
Is it?
Yeah, it's rated MA.
I did not know that.
It's not mucking around. Apparently, I heard this from someone, good mate of mine, Angus. He won't listen to this because he's a little bitch, so I can say this. But he said he saw it, and there's he calls it an Easter egg. I wouldn't call it an Easter egg, but apparently it's like the Joker says something along the lines of "We live in a society" or something like that. Which is sort of like a little throwback to good old Heathy boy. Poor
Yeah,
Heath
that's
Ledger.
sad. He never got to see how acclaimed his performance was.
Yeah,
It chills me watching
he was
Dark Knight, seeing his
amazing.
performance, because it's just so immaculate, and like the fact that he slept on his own makeup. It's so messy, and the character's just so. I think the thing is with me about that Joker, I think everyone has its own qualities besides Jared Leto's. Which, sorry, I didn't like Suicide Squad.
Yeah. Kyle was frothing over him in 2016.
Yes,
2015, 2016. Jesus.
it was a big old froth.
Oh, but such a massive letdown.
Yeah, yeah, not good.
Hopefully he
Some
doesn't
kind
turn up in Birds of
Suicide
Prey.
Squad.
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't turn up in Birds of Prey, otherwise I will scream.
Yeah, but what I really liked about Heath's Joker is the fact that it's such a real character. Like, obviously he's like really
Yeah.
psychotic and has all these issues, but he's like just got such a normal human quality about him, and that's, I think, in my opinion, what makes him so dangerous and so scary on screen to watch, is because
Yeah.
that he's just capable of anything we are, and he's just sort of walking among us and can do anything.
Yeah, and then you have like compare that to like Mark Hamill's Joker, where he's just like constantly cackling and just like completely delusional, like, and then
Yeah.
comparing it to Heath's, where it's like a insane man, but he's a man.
Yeah,
It's pretty scary
it is.
to think about it. Who is your favourite Joker?
Probably Heath, which is, probably the most common answer, but I think it's popular for a reason.
See, I love Heath, but I honestly love Mark.
Yeah, I mean, Mark's Joker is like, it is the Joker. It's
The
it's
most.
when you think of
You say Joker, and the first thing you go to is
just
Mark
wild
Hamill.
cackling, just absolutely insane, ridiculous, and that's great.
Yeah, which is what you want. I reckon we should have one
Yes.
more segment, and I reckon we'll close it off. And this segment I'd like to talk about, just come into my mind just then. Just something I thought up of, and I thought, cool, this is pretty funny. The revival of your, I wouldn't say the revival, but the sudden
Yes.
influx of content on your channel. How you went from like your once a month review.
The once a month review was great because my laptop broke and once it broke I was like, well, I can't make content now. But then I thought, because my channel is such a meme, I thought, what is the most ridiculous thing that I could upload? And I thought of like having like a review, and and I act like it's a really in-depth review, but it goes for like 10 seconds, and I don't say a word usually. It's just me like nodding or just coughing, and I cut it short, and it's really, and I thought it was funny, as well as filming it vertically, which pisses everyone off no matter who you are. You just want, turn the fucking camera.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it, and
I
every time
love that.
it
I
like
love
come
just
up on my
fucking with
feed,
people's minds like
and I
that.
saw it was
Anyway,
vertical.
yeah, and then I was like, well, this is
A part of me
I just wanna
died.
go straight from my phone. Basically, no editing whatsoever. Anyway, fast forward to now. I get a PC and also get a new editing software, and it's going. It's fantastic. That's how it's going.
Yeah.
So, yeah, yeah. What have you thought of the recent content that is not
Yeah, with
vertically
your
filmed?
LA Noir video.
Yeah.
My brain cells are slowly returning. They're not just dead. I don't have to think. It's just
Yeah.
there and it
Enjoyable
works,
editing
and
and
my brain
getting
doesn't
something out.
die. Yeah. I reckon the best part about making something is actually the post and the editing and
Yeah.
seeing
and
how
often, like,
my screen
you
just
edit
went off
something
again.
and then you're like,
Seeing how you
oh, this
can
is
make
really
it
funny. And then
as funny and
you're
as
like,
quirky as
no
possible.
one knows about this, but I'm laughing at this right now,
See what?
and it's a good time.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah. And I love doing like the little tracking thing, like the motion tracking. You can see that I love it on my channel. Or I love the zooming in on my face when I'm pulling an absolute ridiculous face. Because I know a certain individual likes taking screenshots of it.
Thank you.
I reckon that's gonna wrap up the what do I call it? The weekly review.
Yeah.
It was either weekly session or weekly review. Leave down in comment below what you think. I reckon the weekly review. Try and record something on a Sunday, get it out by Monday, except for this, because it's just all over the shop and I do what I want. You can't stop me. But I won't promise a schedule because I'm not Shay Willis. I said I'm going to try to keep to it. Not promising it. Captain every, Tuesday and Thursday or whatever he says, and then 3-month periods that you have to wait. But anyway, thank you for checking in. My special guest next week will probably be Jackson again because no one else has a microphone. I'll drive to your house and put a gun to your head till you say yes. Get ready for a couple of new projects that are happening, like the carpool karaoke. Oops, did I just leak that? I think I just did.
I think we get a hype train in the comments.
Yeah, whose channel is it going to go on?
I was assuming yours.
I was assuming yours, to be honest.
Oh. Well, I mean, I don't know.
It'll be interesting. Stick around. I'm pointing at my camera even though my camera's off and the SD card's still in my computer. And the battery's dead. But stick around, folks. We got the Ballarat doco that's coming up and a little DJ Square track. We won't... Do we talk about that? Do we talk about that, or is our lips sealed on that one?
That's on you, man.
I reckon we keep that as a surprise.
Yes.
Yeah.
And a video with it as well.
Ooh. Yeah, which even though Beck fractured her wrist, dickhead. Poor soul.
Surely, no words.
No words?
No
We'll
words.
talk about this off air. But, yeah, thanks for sticking around. Hopefully you made it this far. You probably didn't, to be honest. But, yeah, I'll catch you next time for the next weekly review.